The last race on Saturday night was Formula 2.
Mm.
It ended at 11 p.m. local time.
Um, Hello everyone. We're here with the Stewards stream. As per usual. It's we have. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. There's not really much way of hiding it, but we do only have one report. Actually, Redactor, I think we should do Vivos report too because of the reasoning that was put in the channel. I don't believe it would be fair to go against that. Like he was genuinely convinced that the port deadline was different.
Well, I would say we'll look at it, and then that penalty will be applied pending approval of head admin because I don't want to make that decision. It was late.
All
By
right,
by the rule, it was late, so I'll let the head admin make that decision.
cool. We'll give it a look anyways for content and also just clarity. But anyways, the first and one of two reports, 41
41,
42.
42.
Yep. Hold on. Alrighty.
And this is going to be Lucas and Jared and me, quote Lucas, and Jared. I misjudged the braking and killed Jared.
Alrighty. Wow. A very, very difficult decision awaits us. Well. 5. What does anyone else think?
I don't know. I need to watch it again.
Oh, you need to watch it again. Okay, cool.
I actually do because I was messing around with the penalty system and I wasn't looking.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, cool. G, what is it? Crumpet Cruncher as well.
How we can't see. Oh,
You're not gonna believe this.
You cut the stream.
It went black right before they hit the brakes, and then came back after they were turned around.
Yep.
Skill issue, at least.
Yes, clear skill issue.
Oh yes, 5 for Jerk. Yes.
5 for
Oh
Jack,
my
of
god.
course. What?
How did we expect this?
I know.
Anyway.
How could this happen? 5 seconds for Lucas, I guess. And
And we're done, boys. See you next time.
although
To the tent.
Actually, there's to the tent.
And then Jared around the same time rage quit.
Yeah, I think. Maybe he rage quit like now.
Maybe not. I don't know. He self-reported a rage quit, but he didn't put a timestamp.
There you go. We watched it. There you go.
Safe rage quit. Can agree.
That's
I don't think pulling into the pit lane and retiring is a rage quit.
That's still a rage quit. Leaving the server for a reason that's not internet is still rage quit. And if we're being consistent and we're going by our rules, then unfortunately, I appreciate the self-report is very, very gracious. But yes, sorry, that is a rage quit. Sorry, Jed.
And that carries obviously no time penalty, but 1 penalty point.
Yes. And we'll go through Vivos's one again, pending admin approval, just to see if it's 100%.
Yes,
allowed.
and this is Vivos and Nemanja.
Popovic. He's already around. Let me get the FOV back to normal. Oh god, this was crazy to watch on the stream. These guys all Vivos was stuck in the middle of the track. Everyone had to avoid. I'll show in a second from wide angle, but watch it from here. Ooh.
That was close.
Yeah, you were the closest to hitting him actually. Like, man.
Are you guys teammates?
No, there's
no.
His skin's just permanently messed up. But look at this. Ooh.
About ended up like Fittipaldi there.
Oh, dude, too soon. Too soon.
I mean, he tweeted out today he's doing all right.
I know, but like it was a
severe
accident.
Yeah, and this wouldn't have been.
It's touring cars. You're probably gonna be okay. If someone's in the middle of the track like that and you clip them going like, what? I don't know how fast they're going. Oh, yeah, the dash doesn't show, but not very fast because it's a touring car.
Because it's a Seat.
It's a Seat. It's a box. Anyway, so let's just go through that, I guess, one more time. But I do believe that's just Nemanja cutting across Vivos and causing a collision.
I would agree with that assessment of the situation.
Yes, yes. Everyone else in agreement with
that?
Can
we see it one more time?
Yeah, sure. Anyone's different POV or inputs or something?
Not really.
Okay. Actually, I want to double check Nemanja's just inputs just to see if it was I don't think it'll change the judgment, but just to see if there was any like loss of control of the car. No, he was in control of the car. And just not really, I guess just forgetting in that moment that Vivos was there still.
Use your bloody car radar.
Use your car radar, buddy. You may have even been using it, but didn't think that touch would have led to impact. But I think just because it hit Vivos right on that front corner, it kind of just slid him right into the barrier.
I believe that's what they call a touring car move.
Yeah, that
But
thing.
that was such a small tap, like,
I know,
and
it's
he
tiny.
went
Like
flying.
I feel like that would not happen in real life, and that is
Actually,
all I have to say about that.
I don't know, to be fair. I think it actually could do. I've seen this. There's plenty of examples of cars like rejoining the track in this kind of way. They just tap the other car, and that's enough to just completely just like unsettle the car. Especially if your momentum and your speed is like immediately shunted like off center for a split second, your whole car can just go. I guess is the way I think it is. I
Okay,
think it works. But anyways, we're getting into I don't know physics or whatever here. But
AC physics moment.
yeah, AC Physics moment, +5 for Nemanja. And that's it for the Stewards stream. No one, if anyone's wondering, why no AF2000, it's because you guys are all lovely and you love our special events so much that you don't report anyone for anything.
I mean, unless you're like P2 and less than 5 seconds behind, do you really have anything to report?
Yeah, it actually, you know what, it was actually quite interesting. Last about 15 minutes of that race, we were second. Alex, I think Alex Shaw, no, not Alex Shaw, Alfie Bivan, I think it was, or Sleepy, yeah, Sleepy, was racing with Alfie Bivan, and he was on the last stint. He went for a pit stop, drove the softs to the end, and then in the last sort of few laps, we managed to start gaining on him by about 1 to 2 seconds. So our 50-second gap went down after he did a pit stop to about 6 seconds before the end, like right at the end of the race. It was so frustrating, but we were close to that win, me and Pingy, but just weren't able to make it work. May not have helped that I did take out people at the start. Actually, one thing I will do, one thing I definitely should do, is on the stream. Actually, redacted. Did you watch the F2000 stream? Because I know that G
I
Euro
didn't.
race. You did not. Crumpet, were you watching it?
I believe Formula 2 was on during that time.
And you were watching that instead.
Yes.
Bro, it's fucking Formula 2. Like, you can watch both, right? Unless, like, you have that same policy with your wife that you also all watch all Formula 2 races as well.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Damn. Rip.
Oh no.
But anyways, what I'm going to show now is the start, because on Mosquito's stream, I mean, bless him, he did have to do race control whilst doing the whole first lap, but he missed a heck ton, like a shit ton, that happened on the first lap. Namely, not my proudest moment, as you will now see. Let me get this.
Is this going to be like you in that BMW where you had the worst race ever in AF3?
First of all, it was a Toyota, and that.
Oh, you're right. It was just a BMW skin.
Yes, it was a skin. And
It
on
was a
the
BMW
Porsche.
livery.
Well, no, it's Rover Racing. They just happened to race a BMW. But yes, I mean, I think that was kind of pretty bad. But this, because it was a special event, because it was first corner, because it was the tiniest of contacts that led to just massive losses, as you'll now see, is what makes me feel crap about it. So opening lap, not opening lap right here, this is the formation lap. Alex went off it. I could have just yoinked that position.
You should have.
I actually should have.
on you.
So what do you think, guys? Do you think that, look up ahead, Alex loses it?
Oh, yeah. You need to go. Take it.
Ah, I should have, man. I'm
Yeah,
too nice. I'm too nice, guys.
You are way too nice. You should have taken that position.
I am the nice guy. Bro, that was literally just the Breaking Bad filter put on. But I'll fast forward a bit. So formation lap happening. And we're gonna go to the start in a moment. And you're gonna watch. I'll go F3 cam actually. So here we go with the start. So my car is, as you've seen, this one. Went for a move on Alex and made the contact. First corner, Vivos plowed into me. Fonseca also collided. I was P2 and I'm down to the back. And that's it. I finished, but do you want to know where I finished though? I finished second in the end. Me and
well, yeah, I mean, if you had If you had the pace to get up to P2 on the grid, you probably had the pace to race through it.
There's a nice set of overtakes I just want to look through because they weren't covered on the stream, but I'm pretty proud of them. So I was chasing not player Mario Fonseca second lap.
The Maddie tooting his own horn.
Sorry, I just want to because it was not covered on stream at all. All right. The switchback.
Hey,
Very nice.
you know, what a coincidence. While not watching that turn 1 crash, I was probably watching another turn 1 crash.
Yep, and Fonseca lining it up and going for it. I'm sorry, I'm really happy with that person.
That's a good move. I like that.
Thank you. And then it was, I don't know where that put me. I think someone demised up ahead of me. Yeah, Alex demised here. The guy who I took out, lap 1. Peppa Cappy having a wonderful time as well.
How much time did you spend on this skin?
About 3-4 hours. Why? What did you think it would take me?
Oh, I was just wondering because it's just a special event and it looks really well done.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on it because you know what? Actually, it's pretty rare that I make skins for myself nowadays. Because I'm making them for fucking everyone else on planet Earth. But all the sponsors on it are all stuff that's personal to me or Pingu. So everything down to like these stuff on the front. I literally have the fur meet where me and Pingu met IRL. But yeah, there's one more pass on Vivos, and then I will shut up about myself. There's Vivos up ahead.
Hey guys, watch my super awesome overtakes that only happened because I took myself and the race leader out lap 1, turn 1.
Yeah, and it was a more interesting race because of that.
Yeah, you're right, because going lights to flag victory is just too boring.
Yeah, oh, I'd already overtaken him by this point. Oh yeah, I used the back marker to help me. So I tried to make a move here.
I like that purple and green.
I made that as well. I'm pretty happy with it too.
Oh, that is fire.
Yeah, it's based on a Need for Speed underground livery. So Vivos came back. So happy with how that went from the track. Yeah, Vivos came back.
Are you really gonna like force him into the back marker?
Watch. This is cruel, but it's racing. So Vivos. Wrong choice, buddy. Wrong choice. That's a TCR up ahead. Yep.
Oh.
I mean, I would have done the same thing.
It's tactical. I love you, Vivos, but
I definitely did that to somebody in ACC on the back straight of Monza, and, and they ran straight into a car that was stopped. Like I was just like, I wasn't even pretending to be on the left side of the road. I'm running right down the middle of the road, and they're on my right side, and I just run them right into another car.
As you do.
No shame. Hey, I mean, he shouldn't have been going for the overtake there. The yellow flag was out.
Ah, true. But there you go. That's a little highlight thing from F2000. I mean, I would show other stuff, but Mosquito covered it very well on how what is it, Ali and yeah, literally you can see here, Ali and Juan battled for like a solid half hour at the start of the race. These two.
In the Pragas?
Yeah, in the Pragas. Awesome battle here. Awesome stuff.
What was the lap time on that compared to the GT3?
About 2 to 3 seconds quicker. If you the fastest Pragas were about 2 to 3 seconds quicker. I think Jack was able to get a 120, a high 123. And the best GTs were able to get 126s, like mid 126s in quali. Actually, yes, Charles, you had a great battle with Fox. You're right. Where are you, Charles? I don't see you anywhere.
Did you make this livery too?
Nope, I didn't make this one. It's not absolutely splattered.
And he's going for the switchback
on the GT.
What
on the GT.
That's Charles.
Fox, what a pro move, Fox.
Beautiful. Charles in the social credit car. This got a lot of screen time.
Is that a Link Co badge on the back of that?
Yeah, Chinese car. Go on, Charles. When do you catch up to him? You said you battled for the whole first hour. What's this? What's this?
Well, sleepy.
Yep.
No, Charles forcing a Praga off track behind him.
That was what all the TCRs was such a pain. They caused us a lot of trouble right at the end of the race, and we really needed
A lot of
gain.
traffic.
Well, yeah, that's because I feel like they're TCR, so they probably understeer into oblivion. So you think you're going around the outside, and then nope, TCR's there.
Yeah, luckily I didn't have to make many passes around the outside on them. But generally just take. I think it's just because of how big they were on track. Like they were fair, decent, about a bit bigger than the average GT. But damn, Charles seems to have followed him, like stayed within a reasonable gap for a while until I don't know something, and then apparently Mythic battle with him for P2. Yeah,
I really
Charles.
like the taillights on that car.
They are cool.
Those are cool.
It's not a bad looking car, I guess. When I first saw it, I was like, it looks a bit like a Mustang almost.
What I was thinking, the front end kind of like a Mustang and a Charger combined.
Yeah, exactly. Something American, but no, Chinese. Lucas in the Mantai car as well. It seemed like about 3 or 4 drivers all had a shot at a victory because Jack was actually very out of place for a lot of the race, like way back in like 6th or 7th, and only actually managed to. Other people kind of just demised. Ali was leading for a while and had a massive off, I think, at one point, followed by more offs and got in the way of GTs. But yeah, happy with deliveries that were on display in the race. So that's something. Anyways, I'll leave that now. Unless there's anything else that you'd want to see or.
Not really.
Actually, I want to see the Praga start. That's something I didn't actually look
I'm fairly certain that's not how you spell Hoyer.
at. Yeah, yes, because it's a play on words. Silly man. Whoa, it's Lucas getting all crossed up. Is this the first lap? Yeah, I think that is. Lucas really, really far back for some reason. So that's I think Anto at the wheel at the front. I think I heard he spun.
It's Anto, even though it says Jack.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know how accurate the replay is with this stuff. Like if it accounts for the change in drivers and whatnot. Woo. Oh, whoa! That's Jack or Anto going off big time there, and spinning it almost. God damn. Oh yeah, the fact I find it funny the fact they were like, there's a multi-car collision at T1 with the GTs. Definitely not my fault. But there was no safety car call, and I quote, "One car involved" from Ali. But there you go. But the event was a success. I feel there was some really decent battling all throughout the whole race. So good stuff. Good shit. What else? There's not much else, I guess.
Not much else except for this is the final race week of Formula One until like March.
Shit, that's a good point. It's the last Rawasik.
It is the last Rawe Seek, and by the next time we have a Rawe Seek, that won't be a meme anymore.
Yep, seemingly so. Oh boy, what a goddamn season it's been.
It has, level on points. That's something.
That has. Do you know what? This is a fun thing I found out today. The two championship contenders being level on points is something that hasn't happened since 1974. That is how remarkable of a season we're having.
And I believe that was Fittipaldi and I don't remember who. It was a Ferrari driver. It was Fittipaldi at McLaren and a Ferrari driver.
It was Fittipaldi and Clay Regazzoni. You are right, Ferrari driver.
And I believe Fittipaldi won that title.
Yeah, I don't know if Clay Regazzoni ever got a title, although he was a very good driver in his time. That's just ridiculous, though. 22 rounds it's gonna be.
Yeah, 22. Next week is 22.
Wow.
It is something special. And this is what Abu Dhabi has wanted since they finagled their way with money into being the last race of the year. They wanted a championship decided in
Quali.
Abu Dhabi Yas Marina, and this is the first one since 2016
an actual championship decider.
in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, because the last one that was close was Nico Rosberg, and he won it in Abu Dhabi.
Because that whole double points bullshit, wasn't it?
No,
That was
that was, yeah.
2014.
Are you sure? Yeah, you're right. You're probably right with that. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, I just also fun fact: Max Verstappen is now he's joint for the record for most podiums in a season, which is 17. It's held by him, Seb, Lewis, and Schumi.
Yeah, and I fully expect him to break that record next week, or this weekend.
But you know what's even crazy? The fact that Michael Schumacher had 17 podiums back in 2002.
When there were like 18 races, yeah.
Yeah, that's remarkable. That's insane consistency. And then Seb in 2011, of course. But yeah, I'm a Max supporter, but I'm almost glad the way that ended up, just to have this finale. Like, regardless of whatever's been said and done throughout the whole season, like it's coming down to the last thing, which is like I think what everyone wanted, no matter what fan you are.
Oh, Michael Schumacher had 17 podiums in 2002 out of 17 races.
What?
His lowest finish was third at Malaysia round 2.
That's
And that was
insane.
that was his only third place finish.
What a man.
What on earth?
He won or finished second in every single race.
Wow.
Except for Malaysia.
I'm gonna call it. He had 12 wins that season.
And fucking yammer on about fingers and such. Now you fat cunt.
Shut up.
What the
11. 11 of 17 wins.
11. Oh, I see. What the
Hello.
hell is that,
His
Ali?
his teammate Rubens Barrichello was P2 in the driver standings that year and had exactly half as many points.
Wow.
Mike finished 144, Barrichello 77.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bottas is actually close to having half the points of Max and Lewis, to be fair. He's on like 211, I think.
Also, I'm bad at math because that's not half. It's close to half.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, close to half. Like, if Lewis and Max had more, if one of them was more dominant, then it could be that Bottas would have half their points. But there you go. Hello, Ali. What have you been up to?
I was eating. I am back.
Yeah.
This is my week of suffering because projects plus exams, gaming, and I'm still shit posting on the golf.
Yeah.
So now that the constructors is pretty much done, how do you guys feel about that?
Don't really care. Constructors doesn't mean a whole lot to me. It's just.
I feel like it doesn't mean a lot to the fans. It means a lot to the teams because that's where the money is.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. I feel. I think that's the whole point of it. I think you don't. Sure, you support a team, but you can't support a team and then not support a driver. So it's more often that you just support a driver rather than the team, I guess. But because I mean, from a lot of Merc fans I've seen, they love Lewis, but they really don't like Valtteri.
Valtteri, not at all.
He's done his job.
Mostly.
Nobody when Bottas came in 2017 to replace the retiring Hulkenberg, nobody at Mercedes hired him to be Nico Hulkenberg or Rosberg rather. Sorry, nobody hired him to be Nico Rosberg. They hired him to do just enough to guarantee Mercedes the constructors every year and aid Hamilton in winning the drivers.
Yeah, he's done his job, but
he's done exactly what he was hired to do.
Oh no, that's fully like true. But I'm just saying, like the fans that don't actually really, I think the fans that aren't really as aware of the sport as maybe we are, they'll just look at Bottas like, oh, why is he so shit? He's in the same car as Hamilton. Basically, British fans, like.
I think his racecraft has room to improve. His one lap pace, phenomenal. His racecraft, room to improve.
I think his racecraft has gone downhill while he's been at Mercedes. Genuinely, when he was in Williams, he was something.
He had quite a few
Yeah, you're right. And it's probably because you lose what you don't use.
Yeah.
And, being up at the front and 6 seconds behind Hamilton because you don't want to be directly in the dirty air and 20 seconds ahead of P3. What are you doing besides just chilling?
To be fair, yeah, he doesn't really. Yeah, I think for a lot of those years when it was a ham bot ver, it was or ham ver bot, it kind of just didn't really have. There wasn't really much for him to do. But yeah, who do you think's the last? Do you guys think the last round is actually going to be a fair race, or are we going to see a Senna?
No
No,
way.
no.
It's not going to be fair.
It's
I
not.
don't. I don't believe that we are going to see a Senna Prost incident.
Why do you think?
Even if it's not by
Because
Verstappen, it will be somebody else.
because I genuinely think that both of those incidents between those two drivers were 100% done intentionally.
Of course you do.
I don't think that we're at a place in Formula One where that kind of action would even remotely be tolerated.
Yeah, I think back
I
then.
thought everybody thought it was intentional. I certainly do.
What was intentional?
The Prost Senna, both of them.
Oh yeah, no,
And
fully. That was.
Well, the second one was definitely intentional. That was just retaliation, like fair and square or whatever. But I believe the initial one was also intentional, and I don't believe that Formula One is in a place where that would be allowed. I wouldn't put it past like if they were to like intentionally crash into each other, I wouldn't put it past the FIA to just disqualify both of them from the dang championship for ruining the championship like that with their egos and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's cool for Max. He wins on countback.
Yeah, he wins on the. Yeah.
Not if he gets DSQ'd from the championship.
Well, then if Lewis also gets DSQ'd from the championship, then
I don't
Bottas-
think
Then then Bottas would become a world champion. Which would be hilarious.
Imagine.
I'd take
Yeah,
it.
I don't think Max would be the one to crash into them because if he did, 100% DSQ would happen.
It would. He can't. Yeah.
Thing is, like Bottas has taken out what 4 or 5 cars in T1 at Hungaroring. If Perez takes out 2 cars, I don't think it would really be.
Oh yeah,
anything huge.
I think team play will be quite a big thing in this. I think because that's the thing with this track. Is if we saw in 2010, I mean Petrov through no real like fault or wrongdoing of his own held up Alonso and basically cost him the championship. Although to be fair, that's also Alonso's fault for not being able to get past him, but also Abu Dhabi's fault for not allowing overtaking. But my point is,
and there was still Kubica in front, yada yada.
But we could see. I don't know. I think this track. I think if you're able to position your team right, you could really hold someone up and really make an
new track this year. So there's that.
Don't call it a new track. Some turns have been made a bit.
Okay, new layout.
Yes.
Rip Lucy. 2010.
Rip Lucy, yes, got mounted
right
by.
After saying like, "Oh, it's the last race of the season. Let's make it good" on the starting grid, and he fucking dies.
He got mounted by a Mercedes.
I think like ideal scenario, we as F1 fans get Max Lewis on the front row in either order. I could care less at this point. Flip a coin, and
they battle it out.
And Perez and Bottas directly behind, but on opposite sides of the grid.
Yes.
So if Max is 1, he's got Bottas behind him in 3, and Lewis would have Perez behind him in 4.
That would be the ideal.
I think that would be the ideal situation for the F1 fan. I think if either team gets a front row lockout, the championship's probably done before the race even starts.
Yep.
I mean, what would be even more fun?
What?
Both of them don't get a quali lap in.
Ooh, yes, like that would be probably the most interesting if they have to be in.
Best, but it won't happen.
If they're out of place on the grid, like if there's some random place in the top 10, that could be really interesting.
Pit lane start for both of them.
They will find a way to crash.
Yes.
Yeah, like Hamilton's engine goes out, so he has to do a pit lane start. Verstappen just shits out his transmission.
I doubt we have much to worry about with Hamilton's engine. It is now only 2 races old.
Yeah.
Spicy mode. So.
Yeah, but on normal mode, it's supposed to last 8. So I doubt he has. I doubt Mercedes is even worried about it at all. Max's gearbox. That's a big question. You have to race 6 races on a gearbox to not take a penalty to replace it. This was race 1, so if they have to replace it, it's a penalty. And they told him before the race, "Hey, be easy on the clutch." And
There were 3 restarts.
there were 3 restarts in there. Plus, he did.
Or 3 second starts.
He did 2 or 3 practice starts at the end of the pit lane on recon laps, all using the clutch. And I'm sure that when they're warming up their tires and stuff, doing their little burnouts on the way to the grid for their restarts, they're probably clutch dumping a little bit there too. So,
Yep. Yeah. But
I mean, you could swap the gearbox with Perez if they have to.
no, parts are to the cars. They can't. Yeah, they can't take parts from Perez's car and put it on Verstappen's or Bottas to Hamilton.
But like they can, but not for stuff like gearbox. You can only do it for like wings and shit, and that's before parc fermé.
Yeah, because if you could do that, then Lewis and Max would never ever take a penalty. They would have made Perez and Bottas just eat all their penalties for them.
Exactly.
But yeah, all right. Well, I think I'll put the stewards. I think we can continue this in private. I think because there's like 1 or 2 people viewing the stewards stream, so I do believe it can be ended there. Thank you, people, for tuning in. Probably one of the most underwhelming steward streams in the history of steward streams. But
was it a penalty? The only one.
All 3 were penalties actually.
Yeah,
there were 3.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you and Josh need to discuss whether or not Vivol's report is going to be allowed. By rule, it was late, but he had some circumstances, and that's like a head admin decision.
Yes. Yeah, look in League Stewards or whatever, or instant reports.
Can we just all read out the thing in VC text channel at the same time?
What
No.
thing?
Look.
No.
I know Crumpet hates it.
I could say it, but just why?
So look. Oh.
Not
reading that. I am still here.
Then I'm gonna do it. Oi, bro, you think you can come round here and fucking yammer on for things such a name? You fat cunt, you're right mental if you think that.
Close enough.
I don't think we've looked at best clips. I'm actually really stupid.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hold on,
This is stream over.
Good ones.
Let me get those up. These actually have been really good best clips, to be fair.
It's so hot.
No, mine is getting towards the heating's on. Alright, hold on.
The heating's on, and I must open my windows because the other rooms don't fucking warm up, and mine turns into a volcano.
Nice sauna room for Ali.
Finland.
Definitely could have been. Okay, let's have a look. Is that actually? There's like 4. That makes 4 right now. 1.
Oh God.
Okay, hold on.
I hate.
Anto is
still good.
Just don't wear socks then.
Yeah, I
It's only
wouldn't,
the
but I
chairman
just
who can.
didn't take them off. I didn't take them off when I came home. I forgot to.
Oh,
Take them off.
smelly man. All right, I'm gonna get my.
I am wearing socks right now, to be fair.
I am wearing very fluffy socks. They're very comfy. They're good for wearing at home.
Socks and slides.
Yes.
Go with
What? No.
Maybe not the slides. I don't wear the slides.
I'm in my room, so I don't really care.
I just wear pure socks.
What kind of communist wears socks with their slides?
I will send the pictures. I will
British
send the pictures
people.
now.
British people.
Socks
Anyways, clips. Yes. Hold on.
I bet you wear socks with sandals on the beach.
No, I'm just in my room.
Ali, it's
That's
you.
the only room.
Bye.
I've legitimately worn
No, mine is getting
socks
towards
and
the end.
sandals outside. A thing I did.
Bye.
Bye bye.
No, mine is getting. Bye.
Just go on, BT Tech. See ya.
That was so funny. I was just watching you. See, what's he gonna do? What's the funny man gonna do? What's this? Extreme track limits from
The funny man.
Riley or something.
Very funny indeed.
What is this bitch gonna do? I've seen this.
This young.
Does this actually happen in the race?
What?
No,
This wasn't in a race. This wasn't in a race. Oh,
I thought this was AF 2000.
No.
This
This is Bahrain. That's Bahrain turn 2.
Did you think this was
Okay,
AF
okay.
2000?
I wasn't looking.
see the
Sorry.
flag.
Oh my god.
And also,
I didn't
and
look.
also this is a rally.
What the hell? That's beautiful. The flight of the alley. This is the cinematic version of the one I showed him.
Cinematic version,
Oh my god.
literally.
More in the back for him, I feel, if he'd kept
Oh,
on
it's
and
quiet.
not made that error early on. The P14 for him will mean 2 very valuable points for
I saw
him
it
in this championship. Off he goes.
Off I go to saw some instructions.
Maybe I just followed you.
Crashing into Peppa and Mosquito.
I think, oh, this is someone actually going through the replay, I think. The way he
Yeah, this
just
is Peppa.
went away.
Peppa. Static camera now. Over the
Music.
horizon, he drives.
Bye bye. It's so good. Oh, I love that. Oh, this is actually really good as well. My part in this, I don't like. Alright, watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Lucky.
Me. Yo. That's very on the nose. I like that. And I think he's gonna get it, seeing as this has the most of anyone. 23 right now. Very good, Pingu. Good shit. Juan Hakkinen it. I don't know what a Hakkinen is. I think that's another one of.
I'll say it. It was Spa with Schumacher where.
Oh,
Getting
that.
closer
Okay.
to Benjamin Yeager. Benjamin Yeager
I
still
will
has
say,
8
Peppa
seconds to
took
catch
me
up
out,
to
so I
Alpine.
didn't really have a chance.
Pepper, what? Sorry.
Peppa took me out off screen. So
I was gonna
didn't really
say.
have a chance.
I was looking at this. I was thinking, wait, is Ali
Even-
been taken out?
And
Like,
then he needs to catch up 9
you hit him in
seconds
the
to
rear?
Lucas to get the
No, he
podium.
hits me.
They are going
When we were
forward.
alongside, he
What
just
a
turned right
move!
and
Oh,
just
he
Juan
tapped
went
you.
for the move
Yeah, and
after
I just
they.
went in the wall. I recovered though.
oh, yeah, you did indeed. And then you proceeded to ruin your race for like a solid 10, 15 minutes, didn't you? Like by spinning constantly.
No, not at all, not at all. This is the start of the race. This is the first 20 minutes.
Oh,
I
I'm talking
went
about
back in the
later. I'm
lead.
talking about later.
Yeah, way later, yeah. But I went back in the lead in like 5 minutes and then just kind of led for a while until pit stops,
Oh
basically.
yeah, yeah, you did. You did do that.
My first 1.5 stints were great. No spins at all. Pretty fucking decent pace. Happy with it. And then I
Thriving.
started spinning.
And then the spinning started. I remember watching that on stream. You absolutely demised out of one of those corners. Jesus.
Only saw me being shit, which is aw. Also, what is this fucking Discord? The sound effects.
Yeah, it's super annoying now, isn't it?
Why does
I
it
don't
randomly
hear
do
it.
Why does it randomly do it? Also, it's because Josh joined the call.
Josh joined the chat.
That's
Oh.
the
Yeah,
It's
and it sounds normal for me, so.
It's normal for me too. Yeah.
I don't hear
Oh.
anything.
Well, then don't update your Discord if it sounds normal for you.
Because
I
you're
know.
British.
I won't.
The one for starting and ending streams changed too. It's longer also.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Hey, I got a legitimate question.
Yeah.
What happened at Singapore 2019?
What?
It was so long ago.
Nothing?
Well, I'm looking at random stats
Was
on
it,
F1's website.
The two Ferraris crashing?
No, that's
No,
2017.
That was 2017.
No, because Vettel won the race. Singapore 2019 is Vettel's last win.
Oh, yeah, that was after. So Ferrari were good at that point.
But no,
So they were good for Spa, Monza, and Singapore. And Vettel got ahead of Charles Leclerc on an undercut.
what
yeah.
I really want to know is how did Kevin Magnussen get the fastest lap at Singapore?
Oh.
That was the second year in a row he did that.
What happened at Singapore that Kevin Magnussen, of all people in a Haas, got fastest lap?
It was a dry race.
Twice he did it. Twice he did it in 2018 as well.
And like the Haas wasn't that shit by then.
That is fact.
one
He
thing.
did. He did do it.
In early
And
2019,
the
they were
second
actually
thing is
still
that,
able to get like.
Mazepin has the fastest lap. Mazepin has the fastest lap this fucking season.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, that's yeah.
The only drivers that have fastest laps outside of Mercedes and Red Bull are Danny Rick, Lando Norris, and Pierre Gasly.
Well, they
Pretty
didn't
sure
give him
Mazepin
any
got it
points
for
for it 'cause
Spa.
he was like P19, but yeah, Spa he got fastest lap.
Fastest lap
He did.
not recognised.
Oh yeah, there's no fastest lap awarded for Spa.
Aww.
But Magnussen has 2 fastest laps at Singapore in 2018 and 2019, and he has the lap record at Singapore.
Oh, so not quicker than quali. How'd that?
Lap records are measured during races.
Right. That's.
But still,
dumb,
even
actually.
during the race, though, like that's what's surprising.
It's kind of
to me.
dumb. Why is it in the race when other series get to do it like in time attack?
Very crazy.
I do not understand.
Very
But yeah.
wacky.
Yeah, what happened that Magnussen couldn't get fastest lap in Singapore? Oof.
I mean, if you told me Roman, I would be less, surprised. Then again, didn't Magnussen get like P4 that season once?
I couldn't tell you.
Was it that season? Or
He was good
the
in
one before?
Austria.
It was a gold car. It was one of the. It was when they were gold, definitely. It was
2019.
which energy type?
They got like a fourth or
2019,
fifth place in the early season. They
They
actually had some
qualified
pretty okay
5th
results.
in Monaco.
Magnussen
Qualified
got a
5th,
fourth, I think.
and then retire. No, not retire. They went 2 laps down because their race setup was horrific.
Mm. Oh yeah, they're in the race. The cars were awful. Also, wait, one last best clip from Riley. I think Josh, I don't know if if you watch my screen share, you might actually recognize.
I've seen this one.
It's so good. The
brilliant.
whole video is amazing. But this is Jack versus
people from the
Redacted in
meeting.
Motorsport Chat.
You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. No authority at all.
She's just kicked him out. Right. Just a minute. No, she's kicked him out.
Jack,
Don't. She's
how
kicked him
could you?
out. Don't.
It's only the chairman who can
She's kicked him out. She's kicked him out.
It's only the chairman.
The whole video is amazing.
You
I
have,
highly
you have
recommend
no
people watch it.
authority. You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver.
So
This is what Josh will be doing in 50 years.
Shut up. You have no authority here, Matty Labiak.
Oh no. Get this removed.
Josh,
I'm doing it now, bitch.
No.
Josh, since you came in late, predictions for the last race week until March 20th.
There will be a race.
Wow.
There will be a race, really.
Wow.
It will be marginally better than 2020's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Marginally better.
Marginally.
I don't.
Someone will collide with someone.
Yes.
Who are those two people then, Josh?
Men.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Can you assume that?
Yeah.
Last I checked, they were all men.
Isn't that? I think you should ask them personally. No one's ever asked an F1 driver what their pronouns are. I'm joking.
I mean, you raise a decent point.
no one's checked. Carlos Sainz could be trans.
I mean, I'll take a look.
Carlos Sainz.
You'll take
Hey,
a
Carlos
look.
Carlos Sainz has a bit too much of a
Is it because
dinger donger down there for it to.
is it because he's a Ferrari? Is it because he's a Ferrari driver?
Who's the most
But-
effeminate F1
all
driver?
Ferrari drivers.
Real
I think
question. The
most
real debate. Who
effeminate.
is the most effeminate
Latifi?
F1 driver?
I don't know.
Stroll.
Maybe.
George Russell, hello.
Yuki,
Oh, George.
Yuki, Latifi, or
Ocon.
Stroll.
Leclerc.
Leclerc is
But I think we're pushing some boundaries that we shouldn't be pushing
Nah,
here.
Leclerc's like Giorgio
Definitely.
Armani model like material. He's not a twink. Like, no.
I did call him I didn't call it twink. I called him effeminate.
Well, I mean, those two go hand in hand.
I mean, have you
No.
seen him when he was young? He literally looks like a fucking
Okay, let's have a look.
girl.
We're
when he's
gonna
young.
get the images up, okay?
And then he goes.
Are we still
and
on
then he
Twitch?
gets
We should
cute.
not be on Twitch.
We are on Twitch.
We
I
are
think.
on Twitch.
And then he gets cute. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Looks like Richard Hammond.
For the love of God, somebody buy this boy a cone.
No, that is cool hair.
No, someone did.
Look.
Say,
And it looks like shit.
This is what he had before, and then like that
Oh,
looks
that's
good.
the one with Max. The picture you were just on is when he collided with Max at a karting championship.
Oh,
Is that the
nothing-
incident?
nothing, just an incident went on. Let's watch
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Hey,
just
hey, who won the karting
Wait,
championship?
hold on.
Max, what's happened? No, it's just unfair. I'm leading, he wants to pass, he pushed me, I push him back, and after he pushed me off the track. It's not fair.
Thank you, Max. What's happened with Max?
Nothing, just an incident on the race.
Chiaramente molto più.
What the fuck was that?
Just an incident.
Just an incident.
Those are great interviews.
I'm sorry, but in that case, you can clearly kind of get the impression of who might be at fault.
Is there a video of the
Yeah.
incident? I would love to see a video of the incident.
I'm intrigued.
I actually haven't seen the incident itself.
Max, yeah.
Interesting search history.
Karting.
I didn't look. Should've looked.
I
see.
Is that the one? That's That's
I saw something briefly.
Full race. That's the full race. Hold on, try this hot one. Yeah.
That's was
Bellini.
2 minutes long.
We got ads now, guys.
Ow.
Crusty.
Scusate il fiatone, ma abbiamo corso.
Oh, it's an interview.
Doesn't show it. Where is it? This is
ART in the crowd.
Yeah, I don't think it must have not been televised. It must have just not
Could
been
be.
televised. Only the interview, to be fair. But there you go. I mean, hold on. Let's get a George Russell. I think George Russell's the most effeminate.
Actually, I think the most effeminate driver in Formula One is going to be Alex Albon.
No way.
Yep,
No.
I called it. I knew it. One of the top pictures would be him shirtless.
Wait, where?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you imagine getting excited?
no.
Look one more to the bottom.
huh? What do you mean?
To the left.
Oh no, no,
There
no.
you go, and shirtless again.
What?
No, that's a woman.
That's a woman.
He's effeminate.
He is quite.
Got
Yeah.
tits.
That is a man's man.
Yep. But what
Ow,
about Lance
fuck.
Stroll? I don't think Lance Stroll's cute enough.
Oh, that hurt. Yeah, he is not cute enough, and he looks the exact same as he does now.
What is this conversation?
His voice doesn't help either.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm-
Well,
Yeah.
you avoided giving your predictions for
Young
Abu
Stroll.
Dhabi.
Look at Young Stroll.
I didn't avoid giving any predictions. I gave very accurate predictions.
No, very
Young
very
Stroll looks
misleading.
the exact same.
Yeah,
he
he
did
hasn't
not
changed.
change.
He hasn't changed. Yes, you
Just
good luck in
grew
getting
facial
that
hair
seat,
for
buddy. Good luck in getting that.
Has Lewis Hamilton met every driver when they were young?
See,
He
it'd be
met
so.
Matt-
And every
Max-
English citizen ever.
Just try Lewis Hamilton with a young, and maybe don't search that.
With a fan.
no.
I don't think
But
Lewis.
really, though,
I don't think
like-
Lewis met Fernando when Fernando was young.
He met Matty, therefore.
Yes, he did meet me. Therefore, he has met
Oh,
every
really?
British person.
Therefore,
I've
Matty is
called-
eligible for the F1 World Championship. He has met Lewis
I
Hamilton.
have technically
Hashtag
called
blessed.
Hamilton a cunt IRL. Technically,
Oh yeah, what when you're at the
How?
race?
he was a bit far away, but yeah.
He was a
just
bit far
shouted-
away. Yeah, he was a bit far away, and he screamed past me at 200 mile an hour. But I yelled "cunt" at him.
I wonder if he heard. me.
Yeah. I wonder if he heard me.
Alonso, these two look so thrilled to be there.
Oh, God.
Yay!
Especially Massa.
Look at
especially
this guy.
Massa.
Look at this guy.
What about Alonso
Look at this
Young?
cunt.
Wait, have
This
you seen that?
fucking cunt.
Alonso Young.
A lion, my
You're gonna
friend.
get the picture of him with the grid girls.
Yeah,
Where's
it's
the-
not even
the
that
ones-
cold.
Ah! Is what he's saying.
Thanks, Josh, for
They
the sound
don't,
effect.
the thing is, this kind of shit didn't used to be published, so you don't get it for the older drivers. Well, look it for Kimmy.
Mm.
Look for Kimmy.
Oh!
Oh,
not
Kimmy
bad,
Young.
actually.
Oh wait, Kimmy. Yeah, this is the good ones. Look at him.
Military.
Look at this guy. Look at
I
him.
mean, that's not too young.
Ah.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yes.
there's the time with the army. Yeah, that one. There you
Corporal
go.
Kimmy. This is so cool.
Asento! Käännös vasempaan. Päin! Lepo. Asento! Eteen! Vie!
Get yourself a man who can do both.
Lepo!
Thank goodness.
Assetto.
This is the same
Yeah,
thing. It's
it's
just
so-
saying. It's the same tone as
Arcane
for what over and over
Yeah, I
again.
think it's the Arcade 95.
Now he's
Nänni
inspecting
kalas,
them.
niin sanotusti täällä.
We've been given a time penalty.
Harvata. Ja tää vetoketjut pysyy sit kiinni,
This is us giving penalties, isn't it?
Jokaisella samalla lailla kaikki varusteet.
Did I miss the steward? Did I miss the stewarding?
Yes, you missed everything.
You did. Oh,
I mean,
fuck's sake.
bro, if you're an hour if you're an hour late, you are usually nowadays going to be stewarding.
We have become such a clean community with no incidents whatsoever.
No, we just become a community that isn't doing many races at the minute.
Other weeks are different, although
Because many things are starting in January.
If you are an hour late, you will miss like most of everything. So.
Yeah, well, I couldn't come any earlier.
Here's the 76.
Love him.
You're here. You've joined the podcast. I wasn't too much earlier than you were.
Oh.
How bad of a look is it if Guan Yu Zhou finishes third in the F2 title?
Time to look at Guan Yu Zhou young.
Well, there's only many pictures
He
of
could,
me censored.
he could
Oh
be
Jesus,
one of
we're
the
just gonna
more
get so banned, aren't we?
Young.
You know, it's actually possible for Zhou to finish fourth right now in the title.
It's not, well, I mean, the thing is, the
I mean, his
paradox of-
shitter was shit, and it wasn't exactly his fault.
He's only 9 points ahead, or well, 9.5 points ahead, I guess, of Dan Ticktum.
He has no
for
young
third.
fucking photos because he's Chinese.
Maybe because he
Oh,
is
wait.
young, and because he's
It's
Chinese, he doesn't
censored.
look much different.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm out of this.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment.
They maintain their youthful look.
No.
Or they censor the young.
Leo in China.
And banned in China. I was like, Top Gear
It's
banned.
okay.
Good.
It's okay.
Being
So
banned
is
in China is
Twitch.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like being
Damn
banned
that
from
trick,
China
though.
is a good thing.
Am I going to lose social credit now?
Can we talk about
Can't lose
Tiananmen
social
Square?
credit if you
Talk about
already have
what?
0.
Tiananmen Square.
No.
Tiananmen Square, 19.
Yeah, I'm out.
Josh.
Oh, no.
Josh supports
Hey,
the Chinese government.
can we watch that video of Tiananmen Square?
No.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
you shut up?
We're just not.
With
We're
the,
just not.
Could
you
you
know,
not be attempting to be racist for 5 minutes?
Is this racist? It's history.
It's just history. It's just
We're
history,
helping
Josh.
Matty with his degree.
It's history lesson. Educate us,
See,
Matty.
Josh, you're British.
Yeah,
You should
God,
know.
that's she.
You
The
should know
one
what happens
of
when you
the
try to hide your
music.
history.
You know,
Everyone finds out about
one
it
with the
eventually.
music of I love Tiananmen Square. Like there was a music.
Just we don't need to
thingy
watch it on
about it.
stream. We don't need to watch it on stream. Like it's funny, it's great, I love it, but
Ping,
no.
ping,
no,
ping.
don't.
Funny,
Like
it was a
it's
tragedy.
fine. Therefore, it's fine.
No, if we show footage of that, we are going to get banned. Can we please not get banned? For the love of God!
All right, all right.
Didn't Joe crash during a demo run at some point? I feel like I remember him doing that.
Oh yeah, before
He
we
did,
end off,
I think.
Josh, could you look at VC Text channel for a second? Just a text there. I'd like for you to read it out.
Oh, well, he crashed out the virtual
Why'd I get-
Bahrain Grand Prix.
L.
Oh, he crashed out in Macau. Apparently.
No one's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna say it for the 3rd time.
What?
3-0.
Oi, bro,
no,
you think you
VC
can
Text.
come round here fucking yammer
Ali, you've
on
already
about-
read it.
That's not.
That's what I'm
no.
saying.
It's not the right.
Oi,
answer.
but you think you can come round here and fucking yammer on about things and such? No, you fuck. Yeah, you right mental, you funk, yeah. I had to sort of censor the
happy.
swear words because
Yeah,
my
yeah.
upstairs, but
Beautiful.
That's true.
the thing is, when you start saying when you start getting into that sort of accent, the hands automatically
the
sort
hands
of
will
make
go.
certain gestures without really trying. And I think all British people have that deep down.
Yeah.
At least all British young people have that deep down where they naturally go into those sorts of hand gestures at with certain words.
Certain actions.
Something I noticed, however, I wanted to point out how awful the WTCR YouTube channel is. Their highlight videos are about 1 minute long, unedited, and do you know what? This is the funniest part. They left the French commentary on under the English commentary. So if you watch this and listen, you'll hear French. You'll hear French under this.
You should see the pure ETCR highlight videos. They're 2 minutes long, and there's no actual racing in those highlight videos at all. It's just slow-mo cinematic shots of the paddock for 2 minutes.
Actually, shit.
Yeah, it's awful.
Like the SPCC highlights are actually really good.
Who was making a hauling.
Our highlights packages are great, even if they are 2 months late.
Also this, look.
In that
Oh my
melee.
fucking god.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, Sochi moment.
Sochi.
Dorifto.
That makes me think of Aiken and Giotto.
Oh, Lada! Glorious Lada!
In the end, Nesta Girolami.
Lada Vesta.
There's still French in the background.
Behind.
Oh my god,
This is the
Alonso
average
moment.
AF3 race.
That guy straight up Alonso around the corner.
To the front.
I think he took the run.
Disappear. 6 seconds was his advantage. Come the checkered flag.
The normal dry AF3 race.
Girolami would go backwards.
Be careful playing this video, just in case Mythic gets any ideas.
This is further proof that Sochi is only good in the wet. Only good in the wet.
AF3 moment.
That guy there was wannabe Zach Brown.
So yeah, when CSP Rain gets released, I think we know what we're doing.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Nürburgring,
I
9.
think at this point it's if CSP ring.
Also the video cuts off very often.
But Rob Huff came across the line to beat them all.
Probably just
Race
more
2.
in a minute.
And
it's gone.
that's it. There's no outro.
Great, well done.
There's no outro.
This spared no
Amazing.
expense.
No expense spared. Also, the qualifying highlights is 30 seconds long.
Still highlights these.
Beautiful. Well, the race 1 highlights. There's one massive crash here. That's what.
He exited turn 4, narrowly missed by
Drifted and fail.
And that brought out the
Bosh. Ruined.
Oh, funny fail.
Funny fail.
Yes, Formula 1 cars, top left.
Even funnier
Anyway.
fail.
Even funnier.
Josh, have you seen this?
I have not.
Watch.
Whoa.
This is Sharbatron trying to race ever.
This is Riley?
Okay, I guess we
Is it
won't be using
Riley?
Bahrain and AF. I guess we won't be using Bahrain and AF2 again.
I think
No.
this sums
Might
up
be a different mod, but yeah.
the rebellion in a nutshell.
Yeah, Rebellion trying to get into AF2.
This is why we're not. This is an accurate depiction of the rebellion trying to get in for like season. What was it? I think it was trying to get in for season
3,
4.
4, and 5.
Yes.
5.
Ah, wait, was it slated for season 3 too?
Quite possibly.
I had no idea about that.
Could be. Could be.
And then I think it was, and then we switched to the Orica 07.
But visually at that time, the mod for the rebellion and the mod for the Orica were visually identical, I think, or visually very similar. So
it's the same base.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we're the Orica 07.
Different engine,
You got-
different tires.
you got the VRC one, which is lovely.
Just a blast back to the past. I had the Wikipedia page up for 2019 Monaco here, just because I was looking at where Kevin Magnussen started, which was 6th in that race. Championship standings before the race. Okay? In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes held a 96-point advantage over Ferrari. It's round 6!
Wow.
Of what?
In more Formula 1 related stuff, F1 just posted a thing on Instagram saying that Verstappen is king of the streets because he scored more points on street circuits. And I read that and I instantly thought, he sounds like he's a fucking gang leader or something.
I own these streets. Oh,
Exactly.
All right, I think I'll end the stream. By the way, I think an hour. An hour is
There's
enough for a
stuff
stream with 3 reports. But yeah.
Yeah, there's stuff that needs to be tested.
Yes.
Hint, hint.
But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I think 1 viewer who's still watching. And see you again.
Are you serious?
Yeah, who is this viewer?
No idea.
Oh Christ!
It might
Just
be,
end it.
It might be my IRL friend. Oh, it's Juan.
Don't even say.
Bye-bye,
Don't even
Juan.
don't even say goodbye. Just end it.
Bye, Juan.
Cut it off
Love
mid scream or
you. Have a
something.
good evening.
Bye,
Bye.
Paul.